You may be seated. Well, good evening, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome to the 6th annual commencement for Millersville University's College of Graduate and Professional Studies. I am Dr. Jeff Adams, Associate Provost for Academic Administration, and it is my distinct pleasure to introduce to you Dr. John Anderson, President of Millersville University.
Thank you, Dr. Adams, and good evening. On this unique occasion, we honor and confer master's degrees and recognize post-baccalaureate certification, postmaster's certificates, and awards to the graduate class of 2015. It is now my pleasure to introduce Jan Bechtel, who is graduating today with the Master of Social Work degree, to deliver a moment of reflection. After Ms. Bechtel's message, please stand for the singing of the national anthem sung by the Millersville University Marauder Men's Glee Club.
Good evening, fellow graduates, friends, family, and esteemed guests. Good evening, fellow graduates, friends, family, and esteemed guests. 4 years ago, I embarked on a journey to obtain a master's degree in social work from Millersville University, much to the surprise of everyone who knew me, and more importantly, to myself. I heard everything from, "Are you out of your mind? How old are you now?" But in true Bechtel fashion, I forged ahead full throttle and never looked back. I was determined to experience everything that Millersville had to offer and make every moment count. It has been quite an adventure, full of opportunities, learning, and a campus community that never ceases to amaze and inspire me. As I look out tonight, I see so many individuals who have walked beside me every step of the way. I am grateful to you for your support, encouragement, and challenging me to become an engaged and thoughtful human being. I came to Millersville knowing that my future wasn't about 5 years from now or even perhaps tomorrow. It was about today, and that, my friends, is all any of us can truly count on. So tonight, I leave you with these final thoughts. Don't look back. You've already left your mark upon Millersville University. Don't sit back and wait for what may come a day, a week, a year from now. Embrace the here and now because the future is today. And lastly, time is precious, so don't waste it living someone else's life. My genuine hope is that you find something you're passionate about and are courageous enough to pursue it. Congratulations to my fellow graduates, and my sincere thank you to our family, friends, and members of the campus community for your unending support. Thank you.
Please be seated. Thank you, Jan, and all the members of the Millersville University Marauder Men's Glee Club. I'm honored to introduce those members of our platform party who will not be recognized later as part of this ceremony. Please hold your applause until all have been presented. The Commonwealth of Pennsylvania is fortunate to have dedicated individuals who serve voluntarily by appointment of the governor on the Millersville University Council of Trustees. Will the following trustees please rise? Dr. Richard Ferris, Dr. William McElwain, and Chairman Mike Warfel. Also present are the advisors to the trustees, Dr. Anna Borga-Greco, Faculty Senate President, Mrs. Lori Deeroff, President of the Millersville University Alumni Association, and Dr. Rebecca Mowry, Abscuff, Millersville University President. On the platform are the following members of the administration and faculty: Dr. Aminta Bro, Vice President for Advancement, Mr. Roger Brzezinski, Vice President for Finance and Administration, Mr. Brian Hazlett, Vice President for Student Affairs and Enrollment Management, Dr. James McCullum, Executive Deputy to the President and Chief of Staff, Dr. Robert Smith, Dean of the School of Science and Mathematics, Dr. Diane Umbel, Dean of the School of Humanities and Social Sciences, and Dr. Douglas Fraser, one of our most senior faculty members, who is the mace bearer for today's commencement ceremony. In addition, I'd like to welcome my wife, Vivian Anderson, special guests of the university, award donors for their gracious contributions and participation in the honoring of our outstanding graduate students, and other distinguished guests and members of the administration. Please join me in welcoming these members of the platform party and our guests. It has been our tradition for this commencement ceremony to invite distinguished graduate alumni or faculty to deliver the commencement address. It is with great pleasure this year that I welcome Dr. Leroy Hopkins. Dr. Hopkins was born and raised right here in Lancaster County and has been a professor of German at Millersville University since 1979. He has served in several roles as faculty member in the Foreign Language Department, including assistant chairperson and department chair. He received his undergraduate degree in German and Russian right here when we were still known as Millersville State College. His doctorate degree in Germanic languages and literature was earned at Harvard University. Dr. Hopkins is a self-proclaimed African-American history buff and has spent a great deal of his time and energy through writing, research, and community involvement in advancing the public's knowledge and understanding of the history of the African-American community in Lancaster County. In addition to being a well-respected faculty member for over 3 decades, his lists of accomplishments include membership in various professional organizations, a myriad of publications, innumerable hours of community service, and numerous honors and awards. Please join me in welcoming Dr. Leroy Hopkins as this evening's commencement speaker.
First, congratulations to the graduates, to the faculty, and to the friends and family who brought the graduates this far. If I were cursed with the gift of ESP, at this moment I would sense a collective sigh of, we made it. Au contraire, meine Freunde, your journey has only just begun. For that reason, at this juncture, it is important to reflect on what Millersville has given you and what is your responsibility in return. I myself graduated from Millersville many years ago and feel competent to offer this advice. To understand the task that lies ahead, let me refer to 2 great Americans, Booker T. Washington and W.E.B. Du Bois. But wait a minute, you said. They're black, and most of us are not. Yes, but as I learned from the late, great African-American historian, Dr. Benjamin Quarles, America would not be America today if it were not for the African-American. From Prince Hall in the 18th century to Frederick Douglass and Ida B. Wells, Booker T. Washington, and W.B. Du Bois in the 19th century, to Dr. Martin Luther King, Rosa Parks, and Fannie Lou Hamer in the 20th century, to name just a few, These black voices spoke to America's conscience about living up to the true meaning of all men are created equal, or life, liberty, and the pursuit of happiness. Today, there are other voices in the chorus that has made our nation strong and will continue to do so so long as we allow dissent and encourage critical thinking. It is your job in the future to listen to those voices and do what is necessary to make this a more just society. In my opinion, there is too much emphasis in the academy and in the society on careers and preparation for the marketplace. To echo the debate between Booker T. Washington and W.E.B. Du Bois, it should not be the sole purpose of education to train the hand. The mind must also be cultivated. At its core, Millersville's educational mission is based on the liberal arts. Back to 1962, I made a conscious decision to switch from what was then secondary education to the new liberal arts program. I had no intention of teaching. You see how that turned out. But I had an interest in something in intellectual inquiry that has taken me to Germany, where I discovered myself and what my mission in life has been. You have profited from the evolution of the liberal arts here at Millersville. Every benefit carries with itself a responsibility. It is now your responsibility to become engaged in the affairs of your community and learn to become a listener. Do not retreat into gated enclaves to avoid the turmoil and beauty of our multicultural, multiracial, and multi-ethnic society and world. You still have much to learn and much to give. If you approach that task with sincerity and commitment, you will have fruitful and fulfilled lives after leaving our alma mater. Let me close with a quote from one of the German writers whom I consider great, Goethe, Johann Wolfgang von Goethe. In Faust, Goethe wrote, "Nur der verdient sich Freiheit wie das Leben, der es täglich erobern muss. Only he deserves freedom and life who conquers it daily." Go on off on your conquest with the blessing of the faculty and this institution. Thank you.
Thank you, Dr. Hopkins, for an inspiring address. We will now recognize our post-baccalaureate and post-master's students who have completed a comprehensive program of study and earned our endorsement to the Pennsylvania Department of Education in their respective disciplines. Dr. Helena Talea Payne, Interim Dean of School of Education, will present the certification candidates.
I present to you our teacher candidates who have successfully completed post-baccalaureate teacher certification programs. They have completed the appropriate courses, taken all required professional examinations, and have performed well in their field-based educational settings. They are now eligible for our recommendation to the Pennsylvania Department of Education for issuance of their Instructional 1 teaching certification. Will the candidates for certification now come forward so they may be recognized? Yes. Do they have their cards? Do they have a card? What is your name? Rebecca Weaver. I can't hear. I'm sorry. Judith Sides. Christina Schultz. Whitney Savoy. Irma Estela Rivera Orozco.
Nawika Evelyn Afunoka. That concludes the certification ceremony.
Thank you, Dr. Shalea Payne, and congratulations to the certification recipients. I am pleased to now introduce Dr. Victor DeSantis, Dean of the College of Graduate and Professional Studies, who will conduct the presentation of graduate certificates and awards, followed by the presentation of the master's degree candidates. Dr. DeSantis.
Thank you, Dr. Adams. As Graduate Dean, I am delighted to recognize those students who have been acknowledged for their outstanding academic achievements. Our graduate students being honored tonight have brought acclaim to themselves, their families, and our university. Several awards being given tonight are for academic excellence in specific disciplines, or others for overall graduate student excellence. Descriptions of the awards are in your commencement program. Students who are receiving degrees today, in addition to their awards, will be acknowledged for the award during the presentation of their master's degree. Will those students receiving awards please stand and come forward to be recognized? Tonight we recognize Angela Hausneck, winner of the Joyce Smedley Award. We recognize Amy Dilacido, the winner of the Distinguished Graduate Fellowship. Tyler Gaiman, recipient of the Richard Cecil Todd and Claudia Pennock Todd Graduate Fellowship Award. Molly Jones, who also receives the Richard Cecil Todd and Claudia Pennock Todd Graduate Fellowship Award. And finally, we have Carly Weldon, recipient of the Award for Outstanding Graduate Assistant in Residence Life. Please join me in congratulating our Graduate Award recipients. We shall now proceed with the conferring of master's degrees. It is my pleasure to introduce Dr. Cheryl Batdorf, Associate Dean of Graduate and Professional Studies, who will assist me in presenting the master's degree candidates. Will the candidates for the Master of Arts, Master of Education, Master of Science in Nursing, and the Master of Social Work degrees please rise? Dr. Anderson, the graduate candidates present have taken all of their examinations and are being recommended for their degrees by the graduate faculty of their school. I recommend that you now confer upon them the appropriate master's degree.
Upon the authority vested in me by the Commonwealth of Pennsylvania through the Board of Governors and Council of Trustees, I confer upon you the appropriate master's degree, together with all of its associated rights, privileges, and responsibilities. You may be seated.
Will our master's degree recipients please present themselves now on stage to be hooded by their respective graduate school coordinator and receive their diplomas? Dr. Thomas Bell, Professor of Applied Science, Applied Engineering, Safety, and Technology, and Dr. Jason Baker, Assistant Professor of Psychology, will assist in performing our annual hooding ceremony. Angela Wilson Cost, Master of Education in Art Education.
David Bucher, Master of Science, Emergency Management.
Nathan Patrick Boring, Master of Education in Art Education.
Daniel Burnt, Master of Science, Emergency Management.
Elizabeth Ann Notarangelo, Master of Arts, English.
Anne Marie Elizabeth Fitch, Master of Science, Emergency Management.
Joshua Adams Barnes, Master of Education, English.
Maria Noelia de la Cruz, Master of Science, Emergency Management.
Michael S. Fitzpatrick, Master of Arts, History, and winner of the Francis J. Bremer Award.
Tim T. Howard, Master of Science, Emergency Management.
Maria Estelle Cook, Master of Arts, History.
Christopher V. Gaughan, Master of Science, Emergency Management.
Jessica Jackson Tingling, Master of Arts, History.
Jarrett Stephen McLean, Master of Science, Emergency Management.
Jennifer L. Harris, Master of Arts, History.
Pius Percy Onochi, Master of Science, Emergency Management.
Katrina Marie Ponte, Master of Arts, History.
Dennis J. Merrigan Jr., Master of Science, Emergency Management.
Beth Elaine Fissel, Master of Science in Nursing, Family Nurse Practitioner.
Shauna Ray Stoy, Master of Science, Emergency Management.
Teresa Del Biondo, Master of Science in Nursing, Family Nurse Practitioner.
Megan J. Axe, Master of Education, Leadership for Teaching and Learning.
Nicole Marie Gaiman, Master of Science in Nursing, Family Nurse Practitioner.
Casey Lynn Lee, Master of Education, Leadership for Teaching and Learning.
Janine Lynn Goodling, Master of Science in Nursing, Family Nurse Practitioner, and winner of the Dr. Joan Godfrey Nursing Award.
Christy N. Lewis, Master of Education, Leadership for Teaching and Learning.
Allison K. Koblitz, Master of Science in Nursing, Family Nurse Practitioner.
Nicole Rose Seeger, Master of Education, Leadership for Teaching and Learning.
Elizabeth S. Kowalik, Master of Science in Nursing, Family Nurse Practitioner.
Darren C. Vinson, Master of Education, Leadership for Teaching and Learning.
Sharisha L. McKenzie, Master of Science in Nursing, Family Nurse Practitioner.
Kelsey M. Lair, Master of Education, Special Education, Pre-K to 8.
Melissa A. Kramer, Master of Science in Nursing, Family Nurse Practitioner.
Angela M. Preston, Master of Education, Special Education, Pre-K to 8.
Joanne Miller, Master of Science in Nursing, Family Nurse Practitioner.
Bethany S. Railing, Master of Education, Elementary Education.
Melissa S. Miller, Master of Science in Nursing, Family Nurse Practitioner.
Rebecca Lynn Ecker, Master of Education, Early Childhood Education.
Suzette M. Meisel, Master of Science in Nursing, Family Nurse Practitioner.
Erin Elise Semple, Master of Education, Early Childhood Education.
Susan O'Brien, Master of Science in Nursing, Family Nurse Practitioner.
Jennifer Ann Denish, Master of Education, Early Childhood Education.
Michelle A. O'Neill, Master of Science in Nursing, Family Nurse Practitioner.
Mary Rose Kelly, Master of Education, Early Childhood Education.
Jessica A. Quarren, Master of Science in Nursing, Family Nurse Practitioner.
Tambra Lynn Eisenberg, Master of Education, Language and Literacy, Reading Specialist.
Ashley Nicole Regal, Master of Science in Nursing, Family Nurse Practitioner.
Zelda Suni Kavis, Master of Education, Language and Literacy, Reading Specialist.
Sarah E. Sell, Master of Science in Nursing, Family Nurse Practitioner.
Michelle Renee Machuzik, Master of Education, Language and Literacy, Reading Specialist.
Erin Rachel Stauffer, Master of Science in Nursing, Family Nurse Practitioner.
Randy Christine Nicolay Bartuzik, Master of Education, Language and Literacy, English as a Second Language.
Heidi M. Wilkerson, Master of Science in Nursing, Family Nurse Practitioner.
Alicia K. Royer, Master of Education, Language and Literacy, English as a Second Language.
Emmanuel Yampulu Makendi, Master of Science in Nursing, Family Nurse Practitioner.
Janet L. Borghi, Master of Education, Language and Literacy, English as a Second Language.
Kelsey Joe Klunk, Master of Science in Nursing, Nursing Education.
Kelly Nicole Pierce, Master of Education, Language and Literacy, Reading Specialist.
Stephen W. Pagden, Master of Social Work.
Anne Marie P. Hopler, Master of Education, Language and Literacy, English as a Second Language.
Crystal Elizabeth Lenahan, Master of Social Work.
Amber Lucretia Hill, Master of Science, Integrated Scientific Applications, Climate Science Applications.
Jasmine Blue, Master of Social Work.
Eric Michael Hout, Master of Science, Integrated Scientific Applications, Environmental Systems Management.
Cindy A. Horning, Master of Social Work.
Timothy P. Loftus, Master of Science, Integrated Scientific Applications, Weather Intelligence and Risk Management.
Tia Slayball, Master of Social Work.
Amanda Leah Mitchell, Master of Science, Integrated Scientific Applications, Geoinformatics.
Natasha Renee Doherty, Master of Social Work.
Christopher Prebish, Master of Science, Integrated Scientific Applications, Environmental Systems Management.
Hannah K. Roberts, Master of Social Work.
Jesse David Mast, Master of Education, Math Education.
Joshua F. Bayshore Sturry, Master of Social Work.
Charles Edgar Stanberry Jr., Master of Education, Math Education.
Lauren Sidney Corso, Master of Social Work, and winner of the Graduate Student Social Work Organization Annual Award.
Lindsay R. Gerhardt, Master of Education, Math Education.
Deborah L. Wolford, Master of Social Work.
Megan L. Cunningham, Master of Education, School Counseling.
Jess Lynn Robinson, Master of Social Work.
Abby Elizabeth Kaler, Master of Education, School Counseling.
Jessica Lynn Subers, Master of Social Work.
Allison May DeArmond, Master of Education, School Counseling.
Laura Jean Peters, Master of Social Work.
Nakia L. Eckert, Master of Education, School Counseling.
Sajine Marie Maglor, Master of Social Work.
Nicole Shara Garris, Master of Education, School Counseling.
Janine Alexis Lehman, Master of Social Work.
Matthew K. Shervington Jackson, Master of Education, School Counseling.
Amy Rominsky, Master of Social Work.
Jason W. Richardson, Master of Education, School Counseling.
Lisa Renee Schaefer, Master of Social Work.
Tralena Marie Mace, Master of Education, School Counseling.
Bianca Andrea Whittington, Master of Social Work.
Rachel Joy Albrecht, Master of Education, School Counseling.
Desiree N. Hipple, Master of Social Work, and winner of the Dr. Kay Vandergrift and Dr. Jane Hannigan Scholarship.
Matthew J. Spees, Master of Education, School Counseling.
Andrea Lynn Schenk, Master of Social Work.
Jessica L. Kozlowski, Master of Education, School Counseling.
Ashley Lynn Rule, Master of Social Work.
Ashley Grove, Master of Education, School Counseling.
Danielle Shepherdson, Master of Social Work.
Dana Elizabeth Weil, Master of Education, School Counseling.
Jalisa R. Ortiz, Master of Social Work.
Madeline Saunders, Master of Education, School Counseling.
Talisa M. Ramos, Master of Social Work.
Suzanne Marie Sindingich Colt, Master of Education, School Counseling.
Sarah Lillian Saluzzo, Master of Social Work.
Mark A. Whitaker, Master of Education, School Counseling.
Katie M. Odell, Master of Social Work.
Kelly Patricia Allen, Master of Science, Clinical Psychology.
Hillary Bossert, Master of Social Work.
Kayla Janae Bigley, Master of Science, Clinical Psychology.
Lindsay R. Gregg, Master of Social Work.
Jessica E. Harpel, Master of Science, Clinical Psychology.
Lisa Marie Martire, Master of Social Work.
Brooke Amy Schenberger, Master of Science, Clinical Psychology.
Jennifer Francis Peters, Master of Social Work.
Jordan L. Martin, Master of Science, Clinical Psychology.
Nicole Danielle Joppy, Master of Social Work and winner of the Amy Decker 1916 Scholarship.
Emily Ann Molzon, Master of Science, Clinical Psychology.
Nicole M. Graby, Master of Social Work.
Tyann Lene Martz, Master of Science, Clinical Psychology.
Christy Lauren Taramina, Master of Social Work.
Jordan Lee Drolet, Master of Science, Clinical Psychology.
Kelly Grace Yule, Master of Social Work.
Jordan Ott, Master of Science, Clinical Psychology.
Charles D. Rothera, Master of Social Work.
Jennifer Lynn Mansfield, Master of Science, Clinical Psychology.
Brianna Danielle Kelly Barnes, Master of Social Work.
Karen Maria Erdaz, Master of Science, Clinical Psychology.
Jennifer Fessler, Master of Social Work.
Leah Nicole Lewis, Master of Science, Clinical Psychology.
Maria Francis DeFelice, Master of Social Work.
Jennifer Lynn Brown, Master of Science, School Psychology.
Suzanne Marie Pauly, Master of Social Work.
Laura J. Shiflett, Master of Science, School Psychology.
Denisha Morton, Master of Social Work.
Mary C. Rose, Master of Science, School Psychology.
Megan Elizabeth Grimes, Master of Arts, Spanish.
Rebecca Kutz, Master of Science, School Psychology.
Leah Johan Yingling, Master of Arts, Spanish.
Clarissa M. Subi, Master of Science, School Psychology.
Eric Michael Stefanik, Master of Arts, Spanish.
Stephen Michael Tucker, Master of Science, School Psychology. Nicholas John Baxter, Master of Education, Sport Management, Athletic Management. Bryn Louise Hall, Master of Education, Sport Management, Athletic Management, and Sport Management Graduate Faculty Award. Matthew James Donnelly, Master of Education, Sport Management, Athletic Management. Ashley Nicole Moyer, Master of Education, Sport Management, Athletic Management. Morgan Taylor Rupp, Master of Education, Sport Management, Athletic Management. Cooper Reeves Weidenthaler, Master of Education, Sport Management, Athletic Management.
gentlemen, that concludes our hooding ceremony. Let us now recognize these students with our warm applause for their outstanding educational achievements.
We have a special hooding for our student speaker tonight, Jan Bechtel. Would you come forward? I think this has been a great ceremony. I only wish it could be a few degrees hotter. Make my day. But we have tomorrow yet for the undergrads. Graduates, you have reached an important milestone in your formal education and in your lives. You are among 11% of the United States population 25 years old and older that have earned a master's or higher degree. Yes, you deserve applause for that. You couldn't have completed this journey without the assistance of some very important people in your lives. Our faculty recognizes that every student arrives with energy, intellect, and promise. They have challenged you, prodded you, taught you, and admired you. You have asked questions, you have complained, sometimes you've stumbled. However, ultimately, you have succeeded. For you are here today to be recognized as graduates. I'd like the faculty to stand up so the graduates can recognize them and thank them with a round of applause, please. Faculty, stand up. Family and friends have played an important role in your success as well. Their support and encouragement have been inspirational and motivational to many of you. Thank you. I'd like to have the family and friends that are here tonight with our graduates please stand and be recognized. Graduates, you have accomplished so much in the time you have shared with us. You have so many gifts to offer the region, the Commonwealth, the country, and the world. Wherever you call home, use what you have gained during your time with us to seize the opportunity and to live the life which you dream. As I look into the eyes of our graduate students, I see cures for cancer, advances in technology, progress on world peace, recognized educators, and perhaps even an end to famine throughout the world. You are about to set off on the next part of your life's journey. You can expect challenges, but know there will be many opportunities as well. Persevere. Set lofty goals for yourself and others. We are fortunate to live in a free society, but freedom comes with the responsibility to contribute, to give back, to be civically engaged, and to be good stewards of the planet. We are all counting on you. As an MU graduate school alumni, you will always be part of this family. Remember your roots here with pride, and please come back often. Now, you have graduated from one of the finest universities of its kind in the nation, and you have joined more than 60,000 alumni who've gone before you. It's time to close this chapter in your life and commence on a new journey. Go forth into the world, make us proud, and more importantly, make yourselves proud of whom you are and what you are capable. Reach for the higher goals, do great work, and make a difference in this world. I wish to express sincere appreciation to Jan Bechtel, the Marauders Men's Glee Club, the Marshals, Dr. Hubert Toney, and the Brass Ensemble, and other program participants for tonight's ceremony. Let us also remember the women and men who are serving our country throughout the world and who are away from their family and friends. I wish all of you gathered here today a safe journey home. And now, please refer to the last page of our program as we conclude the ceremony with the singing of the first and third verses of the Alma Mater, led by the Millersville University Marauder Men's Glee Club and performed by the Brass Ensemble. Will the audience please rise and remain standing until the recessional has ended?
Thank you.